Good day, everyone. So we have already learned about authentic assessment, but let's dive and discuss about project-based assessment, which is another type of authentic assessment. So project-based assessment is a method where students immerse themselves into solving real-world problems. It cultivates knowledge and essential skills through sustained inquiry and authentic challenges. That means it engages students through investigation to demonstrate deep understanding about the concept. It has process and product that allow students to take ownership and make choices in their approach and resources, making this assessment a student-driven and inquiry-based.
So making learning come alive. So in PBL, teacher transforms the class into a vibrant hub of discovery. So students spend weeks, even a whole semester, so tackling complex questions or problems. They don't just learn, they create tangible products or presentations for a real audience, demonstrating deep understanding and honing critical skills. So in PBL, or project-based learning, students do not just listen to their teachers, they actively work on projects. Mag-collab sila o magtinabangay og solve. So through this process, they learn not only facts, but also important skills like critical thinking, teamwork, creativity, and communication. Tungod ani mas uhi ug mas meaningful ang learning ug masayon masabtan sa mga students. So project-based learning versus doing a project. So it's crucial to differentiate through project-based learning from merely doing a project. Many schools incorporate projects, but often these are research projects. Short, light assignment after content is taught traditionally. So doing a project usually happens after the lessons, where students create a project as an extra task or assignments. It is not the main way of learning, it just added after the discussion. So project-based learning, the project is an add-on. It frames the entire curriculum and instructions. So project-based learning, or PBL, is different because the project itself is the lessons. So while students are working on a project, dila sila makaton by using critical thinking, problem solving, and teamwork, not just memorization.
Why project-based learning? So PBL creates a powerful learning experiences that foster deep and lasting understanding, inspiring a genuine love for learning and a personal connection to academic pursuit. It blends content mastery with meaningful work, leading to both academic achievement and profound personal growth. So project-based learning, it helps the students learn better by doing a real-world task, not just memorizing the lessons. It makes learning meaningful, interesting, and connected to a real-life situation, which helps the students understand and remember the lessons longer. So for all the students, especially those who may be furthest from educational opportunities, PBL can be transformative. It prepares young people to tackle life challenges, equipping them with the readiness, willingness, and ability to thrive in the world they will inherit. Impact on students, engage hearts and minds. So the first one is engage learning. Students actively participate in projects that connect directly to our real-world issues. making learning relevant and impactful. So the students here are more active and interested because projects relate to a real life situation. The second one is deeper understanding. PBL promotes a more profound grasp of content, leading to a better retention and the ability to apply knowledge to a new situation. So the students understand topics better and can apply what they learn to a new problems. The third one is career exposure. The students interact with professional and community members, exploring potential career paths and building valuable networks. So the students get ideas about the future jobs by working with real people and community. And the last one is sense of purpose. Witnessing the real-world impact of their work instills a strong sense of agency and purpose in students. So seeing the real impact of their work makes the students feel motivated and confident.
So for example, a math teacher assign his or her students a project to create a statistical report. This type of project is a group-based project wherein there is a collaborative between his or her students. The students must produce a comprehensive statistical report, and at the end of this project, the students must possess a statistical skills. So we have here the second example, which we will connect it into the real world problem or situation. For example, a group of students want to conduct an investigation regarding of the average daily allowance of students. In conducting a real-world situation or problem, the title or the topic must be connected or relevant to the students so that the students can relate and engage to it. Next is that a practical data wherein the information should be obtainable or easy to access. Next is the community connection wherein the students can survey or can conduct their investigation inside the school. So now let's move into the data collection of the students. The students decided to survey 20%. In conducting the survey, the students conduct it systematically. The students first ask a permission to the advisor of the students that they will be surveying, and after that the students will give a research questions to their respondents. These questionnaires focus on all about the average daily allowance of these students. So after collecting the data, the students will visualize the data, wherein they will use a graphs or diagrams to show the average daily allowance of some students. So in the problem, the students uses a bar graph to show or to visualize the data that they have collected. It is important for the researchers to use a graph or diagrams as it vividly shows the differences of the allowances of the students, and also it is easy to understand and interpret the data.
after visualizing the data, the students will analyze and interpret the data that they have collected. First is they will compute the mean, median, and mode. Second is identify the pattern in the data. And lastly is to formulate a conclusion on the data. And finally, after those systematic process, the students will present their research or investigation in front of the class and explaining the process and the result, where they will present the table of the raw data, the graphs that they use to visualize. Next is the computed mean, median, and mode, and the result. Problem-based learning is a type of learning that allows the students to collaborate and communicate effectively. This learning enhances the skills of the students, develop the critical thinking and the presentation abilities of the students, and makes the learning relevant and engaging to the students.